Good evening, everybody. This is Darth Ravager, so we come at you with another quick vlog. This time in the Corona Files series of vlogs, where if it's bizarre looking or just things just seem surreal. I mean, things are pretty surreal at this time, but I'm here to give also hope and show you a few things that I've done around the house to help cope, or to get things back to normal as can be with the crazy circumstances. I got a tear duct that wants to act up on me right now. It's kind of painful, and I've put some trip antibiotic ointment on it, and hopefully it'll go away here. But that's not. It's just stuff that happens, I guess, with all the stress that we're going through here lately, and I'll have to get rid of that later too. But anyway, I just wanted to take a quick tour around my living room, show you how it's changed just in the last 12 hours. On day 4 of us being socially distant on our way to quarantine. This is me and my kids were in here first together this week, with them being at home for the first time ever for anything outside of snow. It was, that in itself was like the Twilight Zone. And we have a pretty nice sized house here, about 200,000 square feet. But even inside of that, with us being socially distant from other populace, you got to also learn how to respect family distance as well. And that's the trick and tiptoe wire trap thing that goes on. So I had fell asleep a little bit earlier tonight, and I usually like to try to catch up with some of the other guys I follow on YouTube, Kato and them, and or MGO or Autobottomus and those guys. But tonight I passed out and woke back up, and I have just got to get some thoughts out, and hopefully this will help some of y'all cope and help me cope as we move forward with being careful and socially responsible to not spread this thing anymore, to squash it, because I want this coronavirus not to be a 6-month long thing. I want it to be, like they originally said, a couple weeks, but I don't think it's going to be a couple weeks. I think it's going to be a lot longer, and the way and the pace. Today, my wife also brought home pretty much her office stuff to where she could work from home and stop being around an office full 200 people, which I really am glad that they finally made a decision to do that and help quash all this germ spreading. So I had woke up a little while ago. I'm gonna pause this and show you what I've done in last little bit here. So here's what I've done. Pretty much got back up again in our living room here and went through and re-cleaned everything one more time tonight, just trying to make it all nice and homely for the 4 of us to be here for the next foreseeable future. This is where I usually make my YouTube videos. That newly started little piece of trying to be normal again, and this is right across the room here is also where my wife will be working for the next foreseeable future. So it's gonna be a lot of us being close to each other, and the kids' rooms are out and down that hallway down there, and some things were left out from dinner, so I kind of make it homely and tidy again in our kitchen space. But this is the main general pop of our upstairs, where everybody converges, where everybody goes to try to find their way and get around in this nice space. And hopefully everything will work out here and not get too crazy. Go back right here and sit down again. As it's already challenging, day 4 going on day 5. I reconnected with a couple of people from high school, and learned that another one of our fellow classmates is no longer with us, and my thoughts and prayers go out to Heidi's family, and that really bothers me. She's getting ready to be 45, and I'm eyeballing that July 26th, and it's really sad. I know that life happens and people move on and whatnot, but true loss has never ever been something I dealt with very good. So there's a number of things tonight bothering me, and for the lack of sleeplessness, sleep apnea, if you want to blame that. I don't want to blame anything else. I just want to live positively and want to hopefully. I got up and used my nervous energy to clean the general pop area where everybody converges. My daughter's doing her school from her room. My son's doing his school from his room. So there's the respect of the family distancing, and then me and my wife sit across from each other. And I've got another spot that I didn't show. I'll show off later because we've got to have the way to pass the time. And I mean, my other office was the Cruises Inc. office. It's in our bedroom. And I now know why that didn't take off so very well, working from home, trying to sell cruises. And there's this Corona thing out there I learned about 2.5 weeks ago, and it's just been a really big bad slam on my reality. And I stopped watching the news because it's depressing and it's bad news most of the time. But anyway, I'm trying to, like I said, put a positive spin on these things, watch other YouTube reviewers and see how they're doing and stuff, like what Michael Mercy's doing with his channel, and having tea time in the afternoons. And I'm not going to go into tea time and all that because there's just a lot of stuff I got to get done before the next thing happens. And we're doing a lot of home improvement kind of things around the house, finishing up the man cave downstairs, getting an old pool ready to be filled in, hopefully turn it into a basketball court is my new vision for that piece of the area, the property. And because I find some peace in shooting a basketball and dribbling. Like I grew up in Woodfin, doing many evenings, when I was in school, and got reconnected with my cousin that was next door, and her son goes to my son's school, and it was really nice to be able to do that again. Mandy, if you get to ever see it, it's awesome to be with you guys and pray for you guys and pray for everyone as we move forward with this crazy uncertain time. I mean, but watched a really inspirational thing that Pastor Nathan Hawkins passed along to his Thrive Youth group over there, and that's awesome that we got people that are locally doing things to help make it better. And this is unprecedented, as it's basically the world has shut down to squish this. But therein is our resolve, and we will beat this like we've beaten everything else that gets thrown at us, and thrive and move on and excel. And I hope that you guys are not totally losing it or anything like that. I'm not totally losing it. There's just a lot on my mind, just trying to speak it out and get it out there. And what I'm going to do, hopefully, is tomorrow to get a couple more fun video reviews in and find some more stuff that I hadn't seen in a while from the stasis lot downstairs where I keep stuff stored away that I've collected over the years. Now that I've been trying to work from home, sell cruises, and know that that's not going anywhere until this thing lifts. Hoping that you guys will hit that description as things get better. In my in the description, I got my Cruises Inc. business and my Facebook. The Facebook shows off our family cruises and experiences. I want to update that some more with some more pics of fun times and happy times. And hoping that whenever this takes off the ground, you guys will give me a call and I'll help schedule your next dream vacation and that kind of thing. So that's my little spill there on that end of it. If you like my channel, please smash that like button, subscribe, comment below, let me know how you guys are dealing and stuff, because I do read the comments and I do respond back to them, being a young fledgling YouTube channel. And I'd like to do the diligence. I mean, if you're going to comment, I'm going to read it and give back some feedback, because it's what we're doing now to pass the time, and it's just being human to each other. And since we have to be socially distant and beat this thing. Okay guys, that's all for this Corona vlog file, and hopefully I'll be able to turn around and update my weight loss one, because I had one plan and that plan got derailed. They canceled the pool being open to the general public. I know it was coming as everything else is getting a little bit tighter knit, and I'm praying for all of us, and hope you guys are safe, happy, and healthy during this time. Tell your loved ones that you love them and enjoy the time together. We've watched Jumanji and some stuff on Disney Plus. So there's things that you can do with your family, and we're getting ready to bust out the Uno deck and have some Uno tournaments like we used to back in the days when the kids were younger. And y'all just be safe, and that went a little bit long-winded for 10 minutes, but that's my videos, 5 to 10 minutes. I'm not going to tie up 30 minutes of your time. Just some quick thoughts, and we move on. And till all are one, y'all be safe. Have an excellent night, day, wherever you are.